literally ran into the street. I literally ran into our street this morning because it was our home turtle that we have at the house that I feed. And he was crossing the street, and Nolan and Jess were coming down the road, and I ran out in the street in my big t-shirt that comes to my knees and underwear to make sure they didn't hit my freaking turtle. So I was letting the dogs out to pee. And I saw that, and I was like, oh my God, and my turtle.
Good.
All right. Well, guys, this is a Sunday night podcast. One of us has a birthday.
Whoop, whoop.
Not it.
It's Josh, or do we say Joshua?
Josh.
Okay. All right. This is going to be a great podcast brought to you by 701 and Fernet and Oliver Scott Insurance and Drop Your Place.
Bob Boyd Honda.
Woohoo!
Going to be a cool podcast. You're going to learn about a lot of the locals on the coast. We got Ian and Avery. They're like the duo that takes over the world. Also, they're the ones that make sure we have Fernet.
We try to.
We're coming off the end of Peter Ransom Festival, right? Got a birthday boy over there. What's going on? Let's start over here by Josh first. It's his birthday.
Yeah. Come on, birthday boy.
Josh, where are you from?
I'm from Carthage, Mississippi.
Woo woo!
Landmark, please.
About 45 minutes
northish of Jackson.
Yeah.
The land of my first speeding ticket.
Yep.
I got a lot of family from Carthage.
It's the only time I ever had to go to court for a traffic ticket.
Carthage? Oh no, they're strict. They're strict.
Well, do you remember how much it cost?
Nothing, because that was my first one. So I did the class. I had to go from Starkville back to Carthage on a random Monday morning and sit in class for 6 hours for safe driving. And that got me out of paying a ticket. This was like, man, that might have been my sophomore year of college. Like I said, I was on my way back to Starkville from Jackson. And they tagged me right there on 25. So I got out of it. We're good.
It seemed like you got out of it when you had to do a class.
Yeah, right. I don't know
I
if
got
that
out
counts.
of paying money I didn't have in college.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair enough.
Kelly, where are you from?
Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Okay, got T-Bones over there.
The best.
Home of Afro Man, for sure. Nobody really knows T-Bones because my Emily used to live right behind T-Bones, and when they actually produced his album at T-Bones.
Oh, wow.
And that's an incredible place, one of the best coffee shops in the state of Mississippi.
Yes.
You could probably still find this house in Summerall, Mississippi.
I did watch one of the videos he had going on when he got raided.
Yeah.
Man.
Turn it into a music video.
Oh, no.
Josh, how'd you find the way to this coast?
I moved here about 2018. Moved down here to work at a Nissan dealership over in Gulfport.
And Kelly, were y'all together then?
No, I came here in 2020 when COVID hit. My job killed a division there in Hattiesburg, so I just started something new. Came down, started at Mandel Buick GMC. That was my first coasty job.
Okay, shout out to Daniel. No, so how did you guys meet? Like what was when y'all been some of the best people I've ever hung out with, but how'd y'all meet?
So we've known each other for about 17, 18 years. We've always known of each other. But literally 2020 was the part where we came together. So me moving down here was the start of that in 2020.
I'm gonna slip over this my stepdad. Hold on. Got some cord issues. Got it? Okay. And how do you feel about the coast?
Love it. I would never move back home.
What do you think, Josh?
I love the coast. Coast is awesome.
All right. So I had that question. Ian, why are you here?
Dude, I thought I was gonna run away, and Lauren kept twisting my arm, and I have nowhere else to be but here. I couldn't think of a better place. I moved here because I didn't want to go back to Jackson whenever I left school, and the coast was familiar enough. My dad's been down here for 13 years now, and it was home enough to be still close to my family, but not fully run away and try something entirely new. So yeah, it just worked out that way. And then I met Avery, and that also helped me decide that I had nowhere else I wanted to be.
Avery, why are you here?
My aunt lived down here when I was growing up. Like back in the day when they did like the trunk or treat downtown in Ocean Springs, like that was one of my first memories of Ocean Springs. I was like 7 or 8 and got to like see the community be a community, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I'm from Oxford, which also has a great community, and I just saw a lot of likeness without a university connected to it, and I was ready to get away from the college town life, and it's the best place ever. And then also, you know, casually met the love of my life.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Why are you? Scott, why the hell are you here?
Yeah.
That's an interesting story, I guess. Look, I'm an attorney. When I got out of law school, I went to work for the legislature as a draftsman. I ended up writing the Gaming Control Act, and then the Attorney General asked me to write the regulations as well in conjunction with a lawyer from out in Nevada. So I did that. And then I got the first gaming client that came to the state, first license. And then I started representing casinos up and down the coast. Living in Jackson, found myself driving to the coast and back in one day repeatedly because of business. So I just moved to the coast. But I've probably represented a dozen of the casinos on the coast, either licensing them or doing the political side of the business for them. So that's what got me to the coast. Then I did a corporate stint with the Isle of Capri for a couple of years as a senior VP for new development. I'm not a corporate guy. I've always worked for myself. And while I enjoy doing it, I enjoy the travel, it wasn't me. But so I'm back doing my own thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, now we do shots.
Oh wow. It's shot o'clock. All right, bartender.
I'm from here. You've watched
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, why are you here, Jordan?
I just literally came out of my mom's womb and never left. Like I tried to escape to Florida once and Alabama once. Well, just when you're going to St. Martin and you're a kid, like I'm getting away. I don't want to be here. And then you try that and you're like, oh no, because like number one, traffic's a big problem for me.
I could never survive in a city because of the traffic.
I love New Orleans, but that's too much. Atlanta, whoa,
No, absolutely not. No, thank you.
Jackson,
Dallas. I had to go to Dallas for corporate training and almost like got out of the car, like parked my rental car on the side of the highway and just walked. I was like, this isn't worth it. I don't like it. I can't do it. I'm not meant for city life just because of the traffic. Like I can't do it.
About to move into Atlanta, Dallas, New Orleans so many times.
Go in there.
I still once a month tell myself, oh, New Orleans would be great. You would have a wonderful time there. And every time I do it, there are 1,000 reasons I shouldn't.
Oh,
Just
if there's traffic in Ocean Springs, this man has a vein popping out of his head.
Yeah.
Like he could not. Like
Why do we have so many traffic lights? Like they're literally jump.
especially on Washington. Woo!
When it turns green, I'm like,
Washington
oh, it's my
and
time.
that little yeah, it's bad. All right, should we do a happy birthday cheers? I think we
I
should.
think we do.
I think it's happy birthday cheers time, guys.
What am I drinking on?
We have one special Jaeger shot.
There's one special Jaeger.
Brought to you by Fernet.
Mine's it being almost shut.
Happy
I
birthday.
can't stretch my arms that long.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Josh.
Woo.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Cheers, y'all.
All right.
It's almost like mouthwash.
We are cleansed.
We are.
So we talked, was it a few weeks ago about doing this podcast together?
Yeah.
True.
Kelly was, we're like, let's do it. We're doing it here. During your look at the auto industry for y'all, because y'all been in the game for a long time, what do you see happening in the last few years with the auto industry?
I mean, obviously everybody's in demand for a car. You know, ever since COVID, it's been probably a little bit more profitable, I would say, for everybody. But you know, things are changing every day in the auto industry. They're coming out with new technology. They're coming out with new vehicles, new electric vehicles, things like that not necessarily we're ready for electric vehicle wise, but we have. But I mean, there's everything changes every day. So,
Do you feel y'all being a part of like this? I mean, this is a tough industry y'all are in.
It
Like,
is.
with EV, like I mean, there's really not that many stations here. I know they're working on it, but like for you to, like you said, like here, I mean, we do have lower gas prices.
Mhm.
I mean, look, right now today is like 230, 235, but like, and then you hit EV for y'all, and of course, with y'all being in this with like say Honda is a big part of it, and how do you feel like when it comes to, like you said, the EV stuff? I mean, how is that actually a sellable portion? Because like we're still the lowest when it comes to fuel. I mean, my brother in California right now is paying like $6 for unleaded, and we're at $2.40.
yeah, I would say the EV is probably more of a specialized market. People actually have to just research it and try to get in on what it actually is. There's more charging stations around here than anybody knows of. There's, they have the Honda Link app, I think is what it's called, and then EV Go. You've got the Tesla charging stations, which now you can pretty much buy an adapter. Like for his car, you can buy an adapter and charge at a Tesla charging station. So I mean, it's evolving.
What are you driving that you can do that in?
Yeah,
It's a 2024 Honda Prologue Elite.
it's like a car, is an SUV.
It's an SUV.
It's a mommy mobile.
I'm not mad about it.
It's
Does it
a-
self
I
drive?
got mine picked out.
It has autonomous, but not full autonomous. It's basically, if you want to be technical,
It's popular mechanics right now.
it's a Chevy Blazer and a Cadillac Lyric, but Honda form.
Okay.
Same platform built.
GM helped build that car. So
I have like a really random question since y'all know so much about cars. I'm a Volkswagen girl at the moment. What do y'all know about the Volkswagen Atlas? Because I'm obsessed and I like.
Honda instead, please.
The Honda Pilot- the
Ian's
Honda
like,
Pilot's better.
please
There you have it.
dissuade her.
So those are nice SUVs, but if I have to tell anybody, if you haven't owned a Volkswagen or Audi product, do some research before you get it.
I do have a Jetta at the
Shoot.
moment. Yeah, I do have a Jetta at the moment, and she's a little finicky. But I'm a Volkswagen girl. No, I don't
would
know
say,
why.
I would
I'm a
say-
loyalist.
Take one for a test drive. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
I would say if you're going to look up anything, look at the reliability on a vehicle. I mean,
Yeah.
Honda's always been known for reliability.
Yeah.
Volkswagen went from a 6-cylinder engine in their Atlas to a 4-cylinder turbo,
Ooh.
which is
Good to know.
kind of small for that
Yeah.
big SUV.
It's a big SUV.
So,
Yeah. Good to know. That's why I asked.
And as
Pilot-
That's why you ask the professionals.
Pilot is still around. There's about 6 different trim levels that you can get in it. So it's very price wise where it's at, and its market is a good dominating.
I think the best thing they went on too is warranty, and that's a huge
Yeah.
part for what if you look at, like, for instance, like Honda. I mean, they're running around. There's Hondas running around at 400,000 miles. They're
Yeah.
real. Like,
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
see them 200, 300,000 miles.
you
get
try to trade
traded
them out,
in.
they're like, nah, Kelly. Trade me out of that.
Boy, I'm sitting here at 338,000 miles on my poor little Silverado.
Didn't I get reset?
Well,
I'm
no,
pretty sure-
that's yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
no,
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
that's the yeah.
Okay.
So you
I
got
was like,
the-
he
you got
that
the
that
good
was
gen
reset at
versus-
one
Yeah,
point.
it's a 2008. All I have to do is find a wrecked Blazer, and I can have somebody swap the engines on it, no trouble, for half of that.
But we're keeping that truck as long as we possibly can. That was Pop's truck. That's
Yeah.
sentimental. I'll buy him a new engine before we buy him a new
Yeah.
car.
My grandpa
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Like,
my grandpa
sorry.
passed away a few years ago, and so I bought it for my grandmother. And my
I'll
first deer I ever killed was thrown in the back of this truck.
Yeah.
Like we've seen
It's so
a
sentimental.
world in it.
Yeah, we'll never
So,
get rid of it.
Yeah,
Ever.
it'll catch a new engine before we
Yeah.
It's
trade
took
it
me
out.
home several times. So we're
I will buy multiple engines for this truck. Like it's one of those
Yeah.
things. Like we'll never expect him to not drive that truck in our lifetime. We'll find a way to make it.
And eventually I'll have a bigger boat to pull with it. But right now it pulls my little boat just fine.
Look at like, so you look at like, you know, like the way Ian looks at like craft and beverages, and Avery too, like making a good drink or make sure they take care of their clients. But you look at the way y'all care about in the auto industry. If you didn't, you'd be out of that shit. But y'all really do care about it. This is this is y'all's livelihood. This is what pays for y'all's home. This is what gets y'all, like, y'all live for this every day.
That's what allows.
And they do a great job at it.
Yeah.
3 or 4
And they
times a week,
do.
huh?
That is
And they
true.
do a great job of taking care of people. I mean, from Sam Buckles to Duncan to everyone in between, the amount of people that I've had, even before I actually knew y'all personally, like working at Mosaic before. And like, I've had so many people like recommend y'all, but like wasn't even searching for a car. Like my car's doing good. Obviously I'm gonna come to y'all when mine is no longer doing good. But like the amount of people that just provoked recommended the both of you, like that is the same as when like they're like, go see them bartend. Like that's how I see it. And then like, oh, they take care of their people.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know them personally for so long, but I knew them at Mosaic because I had so many people point them out and be like, if you ever buy a car, go to those two, like one of them for sure, and they will take care of you. And that's pretty cool.
I knew that. So with Josh, my dad, you know, my dad was a manager a lot for years, and Dad always bragged about Josh. That's how I knew about Josh. Dad was always about like at home after like he's eating his roast. You know, Dad always make his roast. Like, Josh is good today. Like he just always so into the way
That's
Josh
awesome.
is very good at having leadership value. And that's something you have. It's hard. It's a hard thing to carry. Like you can have your worst day, but Dad,
yeah,
Dad
it's
suffered with
important.
that. Dad suffered with that leadership, and that was something like, you know, but it was all the way you treat your staff, and you just picked it up like that, and it's always you. It's always Dad always talked about the way you carry your team, and you always took blame for it too. And that was something I was so fascinated with. Like you would just say, "It's me."
That's how you properly manage and do things like that's,
That
and
is true.
it reflects on you
Hey,
tenfold.
You don't sell a lot of cars these days, do you? You delegate a lot, huh?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know,
He sells.
we have to sell pretty much. I mean, every day especially for me and the other managers at the dealership, we have to be involved in every step, because otherwise people are going to go and shop, you know, everywhere. And especially with the internet being more evolved these days, it's going to be, people are going to be on the internet more so than they're going to be coming to a dealership. And, you know, we realize that once they come there, it's their last, you know, probably going to be their last stop, or we have to feel that way at least. And, you know, we just have to make that known to our salespeople and our staff and everybody that works here. It's the same way with sales and service. I mean, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
All the same.
Interesting.
What about the tax credits that are going away for the EVs? How's that?
So that is probably going to hurt a little bit. You know, people looked forward to that tax credit. When it came to the EVs, it was more of a selling point, because EVs aren't very cheap. I mean, some of them are, some of them aren't. But that $7,500 that went away, I mean, that was a pretty big deal.
7,500.
Mm-hmm.
It was 7,500.
Are you seeing a surge here at the end before it goes away?
Well, it's already gone.
It's gone already.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, I thought it was first year.
No,
Okay.
it ended September 31st.
Oh,
About
okay.
a month ago was when we had a rise and everybody was wanting
All
Prologue,
right, my bad.
and then it went away. So now Honda's producing a 26 model, but we haven't gotten it yet. But you also don't get that $7,500 tax credit anymore,
But
because you could file it on your taxes, or you could put it towards the purchase price of it to have it discounted.
And now it's on American-made vehicles. Now they're doing a tax credit towards just American manufactured vehicles, I think, and it's up to $10,000 and what you pay in interest over the year.
Yeah, because Duncan, when he was buying his car, that was his biggest. He was like, he's like, I really like all the cars that are not American made. and he ended up buying a non-American made car, but he was like, I could lean to settling for the deduction. And it's like, it's crazy seeing people, because like, I don't know, I've been very blessed. Like
Bring the mic up a little bit.
I inherited a Jeep from my mom driving, and it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee, great car, till it caught fire on the highway. Because I rode that thing till it did not ride no more. And then I had my Jetta, and that's the only 2 cars I've had. But he like was like, oh, I want to take that deduction, but it was hard to pick up. Like, he was like, but I want the car more than I want the deduction. I was like, I think you go with what you want. It's your first big boy car purchase. You got to get, no, it was. And you have to go with what you want.
I'm just laughing over 2 vehicles in your whole life where.
Oh, I know.
At one point,
You've had like 18.
Yeah.
He's had like 18.
Well, so my grandpa was one of those buy, flip, trade, he was a car guy, and him and his buddy, they were very much running through vehicles at auction. It's like, hey man, we got one of these. It looks good. We're gonna put you in this. And I had not a Grand Cherokee. I had a '98 Jeep Cherokee that I ran hot one day, and the football team helped me push it out of the middle of I-55 right there at the Meadowbrook exit. And she was finished off by an oak tree in the yard while she was waiting on the head gasket to get repaired. I've been through some cars, buddy. And that's why I'm gonna hold on to this truck I have now for so long, because I have had some interesting luck with vehicles through my life, and that's part of it. You get.
You had 2 cars. You had 2 different cars before I knew you as a friend. Before we started dating, and then you had the 3rd car when we started dating. Yes. So like, and I didn't live here that long before we started dating, which is the best part.
Scott drives Mini. You know what? Scott drives Mini. Only Minis.
Yeah.
I love a Mini. I love a Mini. I can't lie.
And that you have plenty of second mortgage money available to in the event that you have any repairs needed. There's nobody that does it locally. Obviously, there's no dealerships here.
Yeah.
I use the higher level of AAA, so I get the 200 miles, so I can ship the Mini to
the dealership,
Pensacola. So now that's my, so I love the car. I love driving it. It's a lot of fun. But it's not a cheap car.
I think I would thrive in a Mini. I think it was built for me.
Yeah.
BMW shared mate.
I just so little.
BMW.
Yeah.
You may be able to take it to a BMW dealership for.
Well, the last things. I heard, BMW was not allowing Minis to be brought into their dealerships. They were wanting to establish them as a separate line. That's what I've run into in the past, anyhow. So it may have changed.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Outside of work, what is everybody's hobby? What hobby do you have, Josh?
We come to 701 some.
Okay.
We drink. We drink. That's our hobby.
Just a little bit,
Every now and then.
Yeah.
But what hobby do you have, though?
When I come to 701?
Okay.
No, we like to spend time with friends, family. I wouldn't necessarily say a hobby just right off, but we just like to spend time with people. We love our friends, love our family. We try to go and see them as much as we possibly can. It's pretty much it. That and 701.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
I call that a good one.
For me, it's probably auto detailing. We actually have an LLC. I don't do much with it because I work so much, but detailing cars is therapeutic to me. I can stay outside all day and do it.
How long have I known you?
5 years.
I know. I'm about to get mad. I'm like not trying to get mad, but I'm a little mad right now. I'm like,
Kelly's Detailing, DBA,
Coates Family
LLC.
Man.
So you're gonna start doing
Good to know. Good to.
cars.
So I'm telling everyone that because I have so many people like
doing right now live.
live,
Y'all go
but
see
also
Kelly. She's the best work. Kelly.
obviously, yeah, but also the amount of people that ask me day to day, and like the people I know locally. I think one is at the moment incarcerated, and two, I think like Skip Town. So I'm like, I don't know anybody that I can recommend, and I'm like, I could have recommended you this whole time, and I didn't know.
I'm off Wednesdays and Sundays. That's my.
We've
But
last
we're
week of the
service
month.
industry.
Yeah.
Sundays and Wednesdays and whatever. Like people can fit that schedule.
we
like,
had guys in the parking lot all day long, taking care of 3 or 4 cars at a time.
I'm making his ass a poster and just gonna fucking put it.
I know, like what? Like I'm literally about to wear a freaking hat that's like "Call Kelly." Like, are you kidding?
I can make you one.
I have so many people that ask,
yeah, we
and I
know a
never
hat
knew.
guy.
Yeah,
Like
I'll
I
make one.
never had a clue. That's wild.
It's just because I didn't really have. a
Yeah,
lot of
you don't have
to do
time.
it,
But
And I
can
don't
feel
wanna
it's
take up your free
therapeutic, too.
time,
I
but
I clean
also-
toilets. I like cleaning toilets. I like audiobooks and cleaning toilets.
It's instant gratification.
Pop
Yeah, 'cause
off,
it's-
King.
well, also it humbles you because it teaches you like. For me, no, I'll tell you one of the biggest things. I've been owning Janny King going on 20 years now. About to
Wow.
in my chapter, but I love picking up after people. It humbles me.
Dude, I used to ask to clean the toilet instead of having to wash dishes when I was growing up. Like that was my chore. I was like, "Hey, mom, let me clean the bathroom. Please don't make me wash dishes. It grossed me out." And I'll never forget starting
But
to
the
work
toilet
in a
didn't.
restaurant. No, people scraps, even my family. It was
Wet
never,
food does it for me too. I totally can understand that.
And that was one until I started working in a restaurant. I was like, please let me scrub the toilets. I don't want to wash dishes. And now that's the only thing that we even remotely bump heads about is like we both wash dishes from the time we walk in the
for
building
a
till
job.
the time we leave.
And
And that's the one thing we sit there at the house and look at each other like,
who's
so,
gonna? It's like a old Western standoff. Like,
yeah.
who's
First
gonna do
W2
it?
Job, first W2 job. My dad was he was working at he was a GM at Kia, Pat Kia, and he said, "Get a job. It doesn't matter how you get a job." So I went to IP, and they're like, "Hire me for whatever." And they're like, "You want to be a stewardess?" I don't care. That's not your job. And it was. And he said, "When you can start?" I said, "I'll start today." They hired me at the IP to be a dishwasher, and you're not
Off the
supposed to-
buffet line.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I did it.
Oof.
And
Oof.
well, I mean, you learn a lot more.
No,
about,
and
I
it,
can learn
like-
more about trash. Like I learn more about people how they do their trash.
If I was president, I would mandate everyone to have to work a service industry job in one way or the other.
And your fingers burn where you can't feel them.
No.
That's
I
true.
mean,
though.
yes, but also it just makes you like understand how to be a decent human being in public. I think it makes you appreciate people that choose that as their careers. I think it makes you appreciate the human race a lot more, and also understand how awful the humans can be. And I think it is very much a thing that should be mandated, like more than the military. In my personal opinion, I think it would make people a lot better humans if they had to work in some kind of service, like not even just the restaurant service industry where they have to deal with humans and
Retail on
customers
Black
always
Friday.
right.
The general.
Yeah,
public.
to deal with the general public.
Or a lead.
People
or a
would be
casino
better.
That makes 25 cents more than you.
Something keeps falling on the patio. The wind is blowing.
25 cents more than you that sits there and watches you work, and then they can help.
Yeah.
Josh knows that with being a manager. It's like the hardest thing. It's like, dude, just get in there.
Yeah.
But they never did. And I'll tell you one of my greatest things. I did that for 4 months. And my buddy Brian Hamilton, he just bought a top secret Supra. It was gold. And he was just a car guy. And I was a car guy too, because I make all my money and I put it in cars. I had a lot of cars growing up. But like I remember when I told him, I said, dude, come get me on Saturday. Because I got tired of the way I was treated. I said at IP, I was like, come get me on Saturday at 7 o'clock. No, it's 8 o'clock. Guess why? I said, because there's 4 buses coming at the IP for the buffet. And I took my shoes off, set it down, and had the lead that makes the girl always yelled at me. This little black girl, like, she just always screamed at me. And then I had this old dude that was our other guy of leadership. And I took my work shoes off that I paid for $40. I set them there, and they're like, "What are you doing? You can't leave." I said, "Yeah, I can. See ya." Well, Brian already had me a new pair of shoes, and I hopped in a Super that it was I think it had 9 horsepower, and we went to Atlanta. Well, that was a good way to end that, but it was over all being hired on the same job, but everybody wanted to kiss ass, teacher pets. And they didn't want to do the work, but I did because I just want to get off work. I don't mind doing the dishes, didn't mind cleaning.
No.
You learn more about people if you clean after them.
I'll do the strangest job to get me out of my job as quick as possible. I will clean the toilets. I will do the I've had some unspeakable things happen in the bathrooms when I clean bathrooms. I don't even want to talk about. I'm not going to go there because I don't want to make people throw up. But I have dealt
for that.
Oh, but like even service industry, like just having like the old drunks that will come and get absolutely hammered and go to the bathroom and just miss the toilet. No matter what they're doing, they'll miss the toilet. I've cleaned up a lot of that, and it shapes you as a human. I like to say is like it makes you appreciate life a lot more. Cleaning after somebody that misses a toilet.
Your first car sale, the first time you ever sold one car, what was that like? What year was that, and what it felt like to you, Josh?
Oh God, that
the
was
first ever car.
Back in my day.
That was like 2011, maybe, which wasn't really that long ago, but 2011 ish, and I felt accomplished. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
it's a huge win.
It was probably one of the best feelings that I had, and I don't know why. I guess maybe because I was in the medical industry and medical field, and then I was let go because when I was working in Jackson, UMC had some layoffs, and was out of work for like 3 months, and had a friend of mine tell me, "Why don't you go apply at the car dealership?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't like talking to people that much."
Same. I'm a bartender. Same.
So I was like, well, I'll just give it a shot. Went back there. The manager who hired me literally sat there and stared at me for like 20 minutes and didn't even ask me or talk to me about anything. He just said, "You got a driver's license?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "When can you start?" I was like, "Tomorrow." He was like, "All right, be here tomorrow." Well, probably not tomorrow because we got to get your background in, but be here the next day. I'll figure it out. I was like, "All right, cool." So, I mean, probably one of the, whenever that happened, there was a huge hailstorm that came through Brandon. You probably remember that.
Say 2011-ish.
It was 11, 12, something like that.
Man, yeah, we've had some gnarly ones through there because it's also a tornado alley.
Yes.
Like when I worked at Smoothie King in high school, which would have been about this. Yes.
And that Smoothie King was a
I had
shed,
to go
by the way.
in Richland. So I worked at the Smoothie King in Richland, and it was an old Seattle Drip that was just like a double drive-through building. And there was Dairy Queen next door to the Walmart there. And the tornadoes were popping up so wildly around us. I ended up having to go over to Dairy Queen next door in the middle of the storm. I called the boss. I was like, "Hey, I'm locking the door. I'm out." I went to Dairy Queen and sat in the walk-in freezer with all of their employees for like 30 minutes as this tornado just rips through right there north of us in Brandon. That has to be right about the same time because there's been some gnarly storms to come through there, and that was I was in high school working my first job at Smoothie King.
It totaled out pretty much everybody's car at Whitfield.
Oh shit!
And we sold like 40 or 45 cars on the weekend. People's cars were totaled.
You're like, I hate it for everybody, but yes.
So I mean, that was right about the same time that I started, but the first car sale that I had was, probably the best feeling because you get to help people. I mean,
yeah,
that's what it's all about, helping people find what they're looking for. And for us anyway,
yeah, and that's why y'all are good at it.
No, I don't think it was necessarily that great because, I mean, it was the first one. I probably screwed up a few times, but, I had good managers that helped me at the time.
I want to share a story with you because Dad really loved you. Like he really loved you. And he was like, so when Dad started, first job was like Glass Motors. And
on Pass Road.
Yeah. And Dad said he didn't fucking know how to sell anything. He's like, this is the first time getting in. We sold I think 25 cars in 2 weeks. And when he got his first check, everybody's like, "You shouldn't do this, guy. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You listen to this person." He's like, and Dad just pulled out his invoice. He printed off his invoice, like a check stub, his pay stub. He printed it off and gave it to every one of the sales guys and said, "Then keep up." Because it was, I think it was like 15 grand. It was like 93. It was like,
insane.
and we wasn't rude to him. It's like, he gave every one of the salespeople that he was with, it's like, "Here,
It's
keep up."
motivation.
Yeah, it's like, because
Yeah.
I got it. And
Yeah.
that's what instilled, like, that was like, the thing is, like, oh, dude, I watched Dad make 40, 50 grand a month.
Yeah.
But it's like, he didn't make fun of anybody. He said, "This is my pay stub. This is what I'm doing." And he gave everybody a printed receipt of his pay stub.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm in the wrong business, but I wouldn't mind a month worth of selling cars.
There's
We
so
could
much
swap
money in
for a
that.
month. You come take my manager job. I'll take your manager job.
It's a different. It's
You
a
want me to-
different
That would be like honestly such a good reality TV show, y'all. Like instead of wife swap, job swap. Like, are we on to
Y'all want me to
something?
make friends?
Well, then you'll enjoy talking to
Trademark.
people
I enjoy talking to people now.
now.
I just
okay.
didn't in that
It's,
time.
but it's such a very in that industry. It's fast money, but you have to work your ass off. It's
Mhm.
80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no 40-hour a week. There ain't
It's
no
more,
40
it's more
hours.
than 80 hours a week. I can tell you that.
Okay, so it's
It's-
your life work.
It's a hustle. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. You have to sell a lot of cars to make that kind of money. I mean, but it's possible. I mean, there's been people that do that kind of thing more so in highline vehicles, but it happens.
Yeah, and then there's all the paperwork that comes with it when nobody's in the building, all the extra things you have to deal with
Yep.
when nobody's there. It's like, that's the beauty of the bar. I show up, yeah, we work on making the menu and stuff, but my work gets to stay here.
Yep.
Like I get to compartmentalize. When I leave, I get to enjoy my life outside of that. But that's something y'all very much have to keep with you pretty much at all times, huh?
All the time.
And that's why I get so excited on the nights that like our schedules align and we're all here. I'm like, oh my God, they have free time and I have free time and I get to hang out with them. Like it's so because that means we did our job really well. If we're all hanging out here
But
at the
notice
same time.
it's closer to like 9:00 at night.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that's
that's what we're here
why
for.
that's bartender hours. It works perfectly for me. I love getting to see y'all when y'all have had a successful week and seeing y'all celebrate it. It's so cool. Like and probably same goes for y'all watching us like having a really busy weekend and we come out and we're like, that was a lot, but we survived,
They hate having to sit at a table. If there's no seats at the bar,
Oh, I
they're
know. I'm not
upset.
saying it like that, but like when they know that we survived a busy ass weekend, and like same for them when they're having those like
Mhm.
big sales, like it's cool and we all get to have the time off. Like this is a rare moment right here
Yeah.
where Ian's not behind the bar. All four of us are off. We get to actually just hang out. It is on camera with microphones, but still pretty cool, But yeah, no, I love when I get to run into y'all and y'all clearly have had a great week and y'all are celebrating. And I'm like, I see it more times than not, because y'all are good at what you do.
Ian, when did you realize that being a bartender was your career?
Oh man. Well, I dropped out of Mississippi State. I switched my major too many times and I had no idea what I was doing in my life. And I made friends that were in the right place to say, you know what, screw it. You need to figure out how to make a living. Come check it out. And, at first it was cool. It was amazing. The guest room in Starkville was such a good place to cultivate all the ideas that you could ever want, and I was there for 2 years and I moved to the coast and I said, well, I mean, after that sort of training, I could go anywhere I want. And that's when I was like, I could go to Atlanta. I could go to Dallas. I had friends and family in both. And I wound up here and with Lauren here at Eat, Drink, Love. And it was probably a year and a half, 2 years in where I was fully in control of anything and everything I could want to do. If I give her an idea, she says yes. and just having the freedom. Like, I've never held a corporate job other than maybe Smoothie King. And that was my first job in high school, right? Like, I should have known then that was the path. I was going to be a bartender. But yeah, man, about a year and a half, 2 years into working with Lauren down here, and we start looking at this place where 701 is now versus where we were over at the Roost Hotel, which was amazing. And we have this whole creation that was up to her, up to me. Everything and anything I could want to do is here. I don't know how you beat that. Like, why would you want anything else? You know? And it was kind of when we created this that I'd stop making other plans, you know, like this was it. This was the end goal, and it's always going to be the end goal. You know, it's an incredible place that I've had the opportunity to be with from the start. And so, yeah, it was sort of the formation of this 701 bar that was it.
Brought us together.
Yeah.
It brought all of us together,
we're all here.
honestly. Like,
You have great
We're all
people
here.
that come in
Yeah.
3 or 4 times a week.
I get good customers.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
You never
they
know-
don't suck.
You never know when you, like in life. Everybody's got a plan. What even that means? You want to try, but at least get up every day and do the best you can.
Yeah.
And I think that's what y'all do. We do. Scott, motherfucker, you've been trucking around for years, dog.
Hey, Mini Cooper.
I get texts from Jordan that says, "You better be right about this working hard stuff." He said, "I'm about to die."
It better pay off.
And I know Scott's 79 years old, has done more for the community, more for the state of Mississippi than anybody I fucking know, and will never quit working. And it's always about where we at, what side we on, who we at. No, we're just living our own fucking life. We're working hard, getting up. And that was why adding Scott as a co-host was a big thing for me, is because it was important that I looked at a person, that my mom married and always had an idea. He goes, yeah, first podcast, built the whole studio.
Yeah.
I said, I want to do it. Yeah, I got you. And literally just continued to always believe in my ideas and thoughts. And then as we get older, I'm getting more mature because I have a kid. Because truthfully, I would say this. No, kiss my ass. That little boy.
Debatable. No, yeah.
That little boy.
That little
got me.
boy is the
You know,
best in
it's
the
always
world.
been like I beat to a different drum, and I think Scott did it too. He went to Woodstock. How many times y'all been to Woodstock? Motherfuckers lived that thing. And
My grandparents won't outright admit it, but I knew they were there. I have picture proof.
it's
I
just-
found it deep in the archives.
it's just so important to be a part of this, because the podcast is so much to me, because it's like we had fucking $20 between us when we started it. It was not a lot of money. Yeah. Push my cup. Yeah.
We put our whole $50.
We started the insurance company at $50 in the bank,
That's awesome, though.
and we
'Cause
will
look at it
always be
now.
that way. And we eat off the same plate. We have no who gets what. It's how we live,
I love that.
and it's people
That's
forget
important.
that.
It's
Yeah.
important.
And no, we're only getting stronger. So let me tell you something.
Yeah.
But it's always about how we improve. Ian already knows about the pink dress run. Like, how can we feed these kids?
How can we make it better?
Man.
Yeah, how can we change?
Especially now. Like,
No Kings was
families, families are going hungry right now. Like,
but the No
you gotta
Kings,
look.
you were there. You were y'all the No
Yeah.
Kings, and thank you No Kings for the pink dress run. Y'all are gonna come
Absolutely.
out.
Like, that was, and they supported us and were cheering us on, and we cheered them on for the ones that wanted to cheer them on, and it was beautiful and peaceful, and it was
And
awesome.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
because you're
I've-
allowed to express how you feel.
And I think it was all just happy people wanting to do a good thing in whatever way that it was. And it was awesome to have everybody there together, truly.
Remember in school when you were allowed to vote privately how you wanted to vote? It's
Mm.
fine. Do that. But also support people who have different ideas.
Yeah.
You're not a judge of people's life.
Yeah.
You're not.
No, I think
But-
it's important for everybody to be able to do what they need to do to express their opinion. And it's cool to be able to see free speech be practiced and not be weaponized. That was really cool. Like we got to see it. Like people, like we saw a bunch of people dressed up as like Sasquatch and like bunnies and unicorns. You know, like we had so much fun with it too. Like it was awesome, and they were cheering us on. Like walking, they were like, "Hell yeah!" Like breast cancer, where it is. Like they were cheering us on. Like it was awesome. And I think that's the most beautiful part to me about the coast. Like I grew up in a very blue bubble from a college town, so it was a little like bubble from the rest of Mississippi's politics, and we had a very cool sense of community there. And then moving down here, I was very worried that I was not going to get that anymore. But moving down here, I had it. I mean, I have it with y'all. Y'all are some of my best friends that I've met at a bar, and y'all are now some of my best friends. Like, and I think that's so awesome. And we get to practice what we want to practice and be loud and proud about what we want to do. And we have that tight knit community no matter what. And it's, I love the coast for that. Like it's
Kelly,
awesome.
what do you feel right now? What do you want to say right now? What do you want to say right now?
Right now.
Well, I'll just tell you how I got started in the car business.
Yeah.
Back from 2020, but December of 24 was actually my first time in sales. So it's been a very fast year in sales. And I say year, I hadn't even made a year yet. But for me, the main thing is helping people. He'll even tell you, some of the other managers, I've never asked what I make on a deal, because to me that it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I know I'm gonna get paid, but I know I'm gonna be okay. But I don't go up and say, okay, how much will I make on this sale or on this unit? It just doesn't matter to me. So I know I'm gonna get paid, but it's not like we're out trying to take people's money.
Yeah.
So for me, it's
in my opinion, I'm sorry, in my opinion, that makes you one of the best possible salesmen you could have. Like that is literally like any like person coming into trying to buy anything.
Yeah.
That's what they want to hear.
you're not
Like,
you're not taking advantage.
yeah,
So-
like that's what you want to
You're a
hear.
sweetheart.
Like that is what you want to hear. Like that, you are just
You're
my favorite human.
got
You're
something
one
to
of my
say,
favorite
Josh?
humans. You already know this.
You're the husband.
Y'all are my favorite humans because of not only how you are just in life, but also the way you do business. Like it's just so cool to see outside looking in, like Duncan dealing with y'all to get his car first big boy purchase. Like y'all made it so easy for him. And like
And
that's so important. Like that, and that's what it's about. Like and it's obvious you make it about the other person. It's never about you.
that's every customer, literally.
Yeah, that's why you're good at what you do.
And I also tell
Like,
people we have to buy cars too. So
yeah,
I treat people the way I want to be treated if I go into a dealership or if we're
Absolutely.
buying anything else. We're in the customer service industry. So
Mhm.
I treat people the way I want to be treated when I walk into their business. I don't want to be taken advantage of. I'm not going to do it to somebody else.
That's
So,
awesome.
I just love helping people.
And also details too. If you
I
want
love you.
detailing, it's there.
Yeah.
True.
You're my
guys,
favorite.
We're gonna cut this podcast. We're done. Josh, you mind?
Should we
hitting that-
take one more shot though, since it's for Net Talk?
Yeah.
I think we should. Might as well.
All right, and Jaeger for Josh.
Yes.
Fournette and Jaeger.
Bartender, come on, boy.
So Josh, you see the end of the live stream. That's the only way to end is Josh's control.
You're in control, birthday boy. Birthday boy, you're in control.
Do it.
This was awesome.
And also, guys, just
Y'all made my first podcast so fun and easy. Thanks, guys. I
Hey,
love you
Avery
guys.
Is
Me too.
also going to be selling insurance pretty soon
Oh.
with Scott and us.
Working on that.
I'm gonna work so hard to have her because this is the Avery. I was telling you, this is Avery. She's just a badass. At least she's herself.
I still have your first card.
She's a good
Oh,
people's
wow.
person. I also have it too.
Now,
Don't ever
now
say
we're
that
your
company's name.
insurance
We will never
agent.
advertise for them or market
We
for
do
them
their
ever.
We do, Scott. This is our clients. And
Yeah.
also, shout out to Scott being badass, 79 years old, kicking ass, never giving up and working his ass off.
And driving a Mini Cooper.
And the Mini Cooper.
Love it.
Cheers.
Still
Cheers, y'all. What a fun night. Happy birthday, Josh. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey, shout out to Mom too.
Shout out, Mom.
She entered her piece into the contest.
Hell yeah. That's
And-
awesome.
No, click that. No, I
Good
mean,
luck.
No, you click that with Josh. Come on.
All the way around.
All the way around.
Thank you for having us on the podcast, Jordan.
Eyes.
Always. Eye contact.
Oh.
Always.
So, Josh, it's going to say in stream. Can you hit that button?
It's an interactive exhibit.
Yeah, on that laptop it says in stream.
Thanks
Bye,
for having us, Jordan.
guys. Y'all